Good morning. Happy Wednesday, the 28th of April. I'm Jessica Amir, a market analyst with Bell Direct. Well, the S&P 500 and the Dow Jones closed pretty flat overnight, while the Nasdaq fell 0.3%, and that's ahead of the largest tech companies in the world reporting their numbers, some of which reported after the market closed, while Apple and Facebook report tomorrow. It's important to also remember the market is awaiting the meeting outcome from the US Federal Reserve's two-day meeting. Also overnight, we saw some more hope signs. Indeed, better than expected economic news came through. US house prices rising at their best rate in 15 years, and consumer confidence is now back at the February 2020 high. So this supports the financial sector growth, which rose 0.9% overnight. The energy sector was a standout, though, in terms of the sectors rising 1.3%. Importantly, the energy sector did make gains despite OPEC confirming that they'll gently hike supply. As for standout stocks in the US overnight, UPS shares jumped 10% on better than expected earnings. Tesla shares went the other way, falling 4% on profit taking. It's important to note, though, their results were stronger than expected, but Tesla shares are up 300% in the year. Also, after the market closed, the US futures are now suggesting the Nasdaq will rise this evening. That's thanks to two big report cards. Better than expected news from Microsoft reporting their biggest jump in revenue since 2018, and the Google parent Alphabet announced stronger than numbers too, revenue up 34%. Now, what to watch today? Importantly for us, the futures are suggesting the market will likely lift about 0.25%, hopefully moving us past a two-day downtrend. Now, what's in our favour? Three tailwinds. The Aussie dollar has fallen ever so slightly from its three-year high, which makes our exports cheaper, which is good for commodity stocks and also retailers too. And secondly, the iron ore price almost popped to a 10-year high overnight. It's up 0.8%. So in theory, it should be a very good day for a couple of iron ore majors like FMG, Fortescue Metals, which is in a nice three-day uptrend and also in a breakout. So keep an eye on Fortescue Metals. BHP also doing quite well as well in a two-day uptrend and also in a breakout. So keep an eye on one of Australia's biggest companies, BHP. And thirdly, also on the iron ore front, Rio Tinto has formed a nice three-day uptrend. It's also breaking out on the back of the iron ore price, indeed bouncing ahead on the back of strong Chinese demand. You could also look at MIN and MGT. Now, thirdly, our tech sector could hopefully end its three-day downtrend today. The odds are in its favour. We're continuing to see earnings upgrades from tech stocks, and it's also important to note that the US tech sector has notched its biggest revenue jump since 2018, and tech stocks in the US are moving higher, and we've seen our tech sector bounce out of its bear market. Now, broadly, all eyes will be on inflation numbers today. Consumer prices tipped to lift 1.4% year on year, buoyed by petrol prices. It's important to note, though, CPI is well below the RBA's target of 2 to 3%. Now, why is this important? Well, inflation expectations affect bond yields. Bond yields have calmed down, and this is why we've seen the Aussie tech sector bounce out of its bear market and make quite bullish patterns. So keep an eye separately on some of those most traded stocks from yesterday at Bell Direct. Some of the most traded stocks yesterday were Dicker Data, DDR, CSL and Fortescue Metals, which we discussed earlier. As for trading ideas that could be worth a look, a couple stocks, GR Engineering, GNG, they're upgraded as a Bell Potter buy, a $1.50 target after GNG agreed to buy an automation and technology engineering company, which is expected to grow their EPS by almost 9% in 2023. Secondly, the real estate agent review and rating platform RMA Group, RMY is a ticker. They were reiterated as a speculative Bell Potter buy, 38-cent price target. That implies 35% upside. It's important to note the company is making solid progress locally and also ramping up into the US. Lastly, bullish charting signals seen in BNK Banking, BBC, which is showing momentum, Aquis Entertainment, AQS, which has crossed above its 20-day moving average, and lastly, Base Resources, BSC, which is also looking quite bullish, and this is according to Trading Central. I'm Jessica Marie with Bell Direct. Stay safe, happy trading, happy Wednesday.